What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. Today, we're going to be going over some crashes and close calls and doing an after-action review process to see what happened. We can learn from their mistakes so we don't make them ourselves. But yeah, we're going to be going over this MotoStars video. But if you want to go ahead and practice your training in a parking lot, make sure you grab the digital drill booklet, mount it on your handlebars, practice 25% off with code GODRILL25. Let's go ahead and use my 11 plus years of firefighting experience and motorcycle coaching to figure out what happened.
Learn from the mistakes of others, so check this out and ride safe.
Oh, geez. So we have a blind corner coming around, and now we're going to go ahead and slip and slide, and then we're going to have a T-bone accident. This is not something that you want to deal with, and I don't know if this music is copyrighted, so we're going to go ahead and mute it. So we're going to have that impact. Now, we couldn't see what happened, or we couldn't see this car until the last second. So when we see this right here, this is a blind corner. We're going to be in orange stage. And if you don't know what we're talking about here with the orange stage, this is part of the MTC awareness stages where we are paying attention. We are on high alert. We're typically in yellow stage where we're kind of zoned in, relaxed, kind of just enjoying the ride. Let's go and bring that back up. And then red stage, we have to do something. Emergency swerve, emergency acceleration, emergency braking, basically something to get ourselves out of the situation. But part of what we're trying to do here is perceive hazardous situations before they happen. So we're going to go ahead and use the plan method. So we position for safety, locate, assess, and navigate. We'll be going over this a lot probably in this video because it's very important. This will keep you safe when you're out riding a motorcycle. So we're coming up to here. Now we see the person coming out. Uh-oh, what do we do? So this person probably applied the brakes really hard. Now the goal is to do progressive braking where we're doing a nice, easy squeeze until we get traction on that front tire, weight transferred on that front tire so we can have traction, and we can apply more and more and more. But what we see here is a possible escape path. Hopefully they see us because they did stop for a second, so we might have to swerve out of the way, brake, do something. But this is one of those situations where just in case everything fails, hopefully we have full gear, and these are the smart rider principles that we use here at the MTC Rider Academy. So make sure you wear full gear and rescue yourself if you need to. But this is a terrible situation. If this was in a car, probably would have happened too. But the simple fact that we're on a motorcycle, we're highly vulnerable to injuries, especially right here on the left leg. That's not good. We don't like that. So we're going to go ahead and put the music back on, or the sound, and see what happens here. So we're tucked in. Nice helmet. It's a good helmet. I think we hit a road surface hazard, and we dropped the bike. Now imagine your body on the ground, sliding and getting road rash, and then getting those thermal burns. So it's basically like a terrible rug burn, but we have asphalt. Now, each one of these lines is about 20 feet, and in between each of those lines, and what I'm talking about here is this line right here, and in between each line is probably about 30 feet. So just think about how far he actually slid. Now, when it comes to riding our motorcycle and even driving our car, we're trying not to hit potholes, trying not to hit tar snakes, we're trying not to hit road debris, and that's what a road surface hazard is. You can see it right here where it bounces. So you hit something. You can't see it because the camera angle is pointed towards us. So let's see if I can slow it down just a little bit. No, maybe not. So we're going to go ahead and hit something and dump the bike. So there's the right shoulder. So he's got a good jacket. That's going to help out. But he had regular jeans on. And that right leg all down the side. Just let go of the bike at that point. That bike will slide. You don't want to be attached to it. So the bike fairings broke off from wind and took my rear wheel out from under me, throwing the bike to its side. Okay. I have a feeling that it's not that. Probably hit a road surface hazard because wind. I don't know. I'm really concerned about the leg. Let's see what happened to that leg. Those pants held up really well. Maybe his leg was not fully on the ground, but watch out, guys. All right, we're coming up to here. Oh, we have an idiot in front of us. It's kind of like an open lane pattern. Just, oh, that was a red. And there's an accident here. So it's up to you guys if you want to rescue. I'd be more concerned about the person he hit because the dum-dum in the car that was doing that was probably high on drugs. And that's a tough situation to really deal with. All right, guys, open lane pattern. So we don't know what that is yet, because if you're new, welcome. Our lane is moving faster than the other lane. And you see this when you're driving. You probably do it yourself when you're driving, but hopefully you're checking your mirrors. This person's probably going to switch out because they don't like being behind this guy. So they see this car moving. They want to switch out. And then this is a happy face. Okay, so we don't want to get hit because when this person, when they come out, we're right here, possibly getting hit. So what do? Probably apply the brakes just a little bit, let them in. Not a big deal. Okay, nice little impact though.
The driver changed lanes without signaling and making sure hitting the right.
Open lane pattern. I haven't seen the video yet, but you start to recognize it when you're out driving, riding your motorcycle. And people do that when they're walking on the sidewalks too. All right, here we go. Lane filtering, or I'm sorry, lane splitting at a high rate of speed. Very close call. Don't recommend doing that. Almost ran into the wall, which good for him not doing that. Okay, so another open lane. Getting bounced around. Good job with the progressive braking and using the horn at the same time. You know, do you? All right, nighttime. Nighttime hazards. Look at this is all we can see. Okay, you don't know what's on the other side until you get some illumination on it. So try not to ride so fast that your total stopping distance is not enough. So total stopping distance is your perception, reaction, and braking distance. So you want to be able to brake within what you can see, and then you're kind of hoping after the fact. You can always change it up. So swerve if you have to. But we're going pretty fast here at night, and there goes a deer. Now, in that situation, there's not much you could do anyways. Even at daytime, deers are just going to come out at you. But animals like to move around at night, so be careful with that.
Have a situation where on
70 kilometers, that's what it said on the sign.
But the truck driver didn't.
So we're going to 170, though. So let's go back just a little bit. It says 70 kilometers.
Here we have a situation
I'm assuming that's kilometers because this seems kind of slow.
Where on the one hand.
And now we're going to go 170. What's going to happen here on this turn? Do you think he's going to go too fast on the turn and then go wide? Nope. We have a side of the vehicle. Can't see much, can't do much. Good job with the progressive braking. That was pretty good. So side of the vehicle is a pattern that we look for. It means it's going to be a path travel violation, possibly T-bone. So right now we got to go in red stage because our lane is disappearing. So he found an escape path. Yes, high speed, whatever it was, but it kind of shows you, hey, even at high speed, you can do really good progressive braking to slow yourself down and then position yourself off into a new position for safety, right? So what's happening here is that we recognize, we located, assess, and navigating this active threat, and we're going to put ourselves in a new position for safety. Now, he's not in a good position for safety at high rate of speed, but he's going to navigate himself into a position for safety, which is that escape path off to the side. Imagine if he was just applying the brakes and stayed in the lane exactly where he was. Would have hit the back end of this vehicle. Don't get mad at them. Everyone in a collision. Okay. Oh, there's a collision. Okay. So gear saved his butt head. Interesting. Oh, side of the vehicle, impact. Ooh, high mechanism of injury. Possible lower leg, hip, head. It's a multi-system trauma here. Everything is going to be damaged. Everything's going to be damaged. So this is why we wear gear, everybody. Acquire and use personal protective equipment just in case. So what do we do in this situation if we come upon this accident? We're going to go ahead and remain calm. So we're going to have somebody call 911 or we call 911. We're going to look for hazards, other road people, road users, road people. We're also going to wear some PPE, so some gloves, right? Some gloves. Maybe some eye protection. If you have your helmet on, you already got it. Just put the visor down. We're going to try to stop any major bleeds. So direct pressure. We're going to go ahead and apply a tourniquet if we can or if it's warranted. And then pack the wound if we can. That's the back side of the card, which you get with the rescue pack that we have on sale in the shop.
Have possession of his camera that was riding his bike.
So he's calling 911. Very good.
Exhaust. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Kind of want to see what the patient looks like, but we're not going to get that. All right. We literally go down the road and he gets knocked off. What happened? Oh, sorry. So once again, we're going to try to rescue. Watch out for other people driving. We don't want to get hit.
No.
Okay.
Why would you do that, bro? No indication, nothing, bro.
Sorry.
Hey, get yourself on the grass and lay down, bro.
So I wouldn't care about who's at fault at this point. My main concern is the person on the ground. We can deal with who's at fault later. The goal is to make sure our buddy's doing fine. So he's breathing. That's good. He's not moving, so maybe some broken something in the musculoskeletal system. So ligaments, tendons, bones, muscles. Something could be broken. So you can see the nice little little dent in the rim right there on the bottom. So I wonder what happened there. The bike is the bike. It's whatever's damaged to it. Take care of your buddy. Make sure there's no external bleeding. All right, here we go. What do you think is gonna happen here? We're gonna go wide. Write in the comments what you think. There's the chevrons. So it's gonna be a sharp turn. They're going really. Woo. So high injury or high mechanism of injury. At this point, remain calm so you don't crash. So don't slam the brakes. Go ahead and pull yourself off to the side of the road. Get to your buddy. And then if there's any external bleeding, stop the bleed. Take care of them. Recognize that there's probably a traumatic brain injury. A concussion is a traumatic brain injury. So obviously don't let them on the bike again if it runs.
The rider was too confident.
Uh-oh, rain. So we got some road surface hazards. It's going to be a little wet.
In situations.
So our braking and acceleration are going to be a little bit delayed. You want to be a little delayed in that. It's going to take a little bit longer for the braking. Ooh, get up, get up. You almost got ran over, buddy. So what happened there? Huh? Oh, he slammed the brakes. Had to lay her down. Got a little panicked, slammed the brakes, lost traction on that front tire. Yep. Slammed the front brake. So that's why progressive braking is very important. Okay, intersection, orange stage. We have a left turner there. Slow it down. Slow it down. You don't have to rush through. You don't know if there's a second car. Every year, unfortunate bike lose their lives due to reckless individuals like this idiot. All right, so headlights in our lane, uncommon thing in a common situation. What do we do here? Looks like they're starting to swerve out of the way, so position yourself more to this side. Don't fight for your lane. Put yourself in a better position for safety. You don't know if they were going to switch lanes. Okay, we have an idiot doing that. Let them be in front. They saw you. You have high vis, but they're going to be idiots. Let them be idiots. Don't chase. Don't follow. Don't do any of that stuff. We have like a secondary player in here. What's going on here?
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to kill me?
Yeah, look at that. Stay away from the idiot. That's exactly why. Right there.
All on camera, all on camera, all on camera.
He doesn't care.
Driving out what?
He doesn't care.
XUI, all on camera.
Yeah, go ahead and call it into the cops.
Where the rider's quick and efficient reaction prevented a tragedy.
Oh, kids will do that. So that right there is a definite hazard when you're riding in a neighborhood. So let's say you want to start practicing. So you start off in a parking lot, maybe on your street, and that's kind of all you do. And then you go through the neighborhood. Now, depending on the type of day, summertime, whenever kids are in school, out of school, watch out for kids. One thing that kids will do is run after like a basketball or soccer ball that rolls into the street. So if you see like a ball rolling into the street, just assume a kid's going to be running after it. Watch out. It's definitely a hazard. So side of the child. There you go. Thankfully, that kid listened. He's going to learn a lesson right there, probably. Yep. All right, what do we have here? Side of the motorcycle. Okay, side of the taxi. Okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Moving on. Use an indicator and check blind spot, please. Okay, it's a merging area. We do know in merging areas we're going to be in orange stage because this is a possible path of travel. So we see this happening right away. So maybe switch lanes if it's possible to get ourselves in a new position for safety. Okay. Stay staggered also. That's a good way of making sure that you don't get sideswiped. Too fast, too soon. Here we go. Crest of the hill. Not too bad. We're in a residential neighborhood. There's the side of the vehicle. Good job with the braking. Good job with the positioning. You see what I mean there? So he's applying the brakes. He sees the side of the vehicle. Uh-oh, we got to do something. Red stage. Applies the brakes. Recognizes he wasn't going to stop in time. Moves over. Deals with it. Now get in front so you're back in your lane. And move on. Very good.
Wonderful.
All right, we're racing in the mountains, having some fun with our friends.
Fortunately, it ended only with valuable.
High risk. Requires a lot of skill and a lot of luck because you don't know what's going to be happening. You don't know if there's going to be cars in the way, road surface hazards, our buddy cutting us off, us having terrible skill set. Okay, so intersection. Watch out. Good job. Now, when you recognize this right here, start applying the brakes. Like your path of travel is kind of taken away. We don't know if that truck and trailer is going to move into your lane. You don't know how long it's going to take for that car to move out of your way. Start applying the brakes here. Let people kind of get into their spots and then take the spot that's open. But good job with the swerve. Good job finding that escape. Open lane. Our lane's moving. Their lane isn't. There's the switch. And that's fine. Go ahead and take the... Oh, that guy just really wanted the exit. Okay, that was a terrible driver. Did good job with the braking. Head-on wreck. So somebody's around the corner telling slow down. That's good. You want to have that. So how do we handle this situation right here? If everybody's walking and doing fine, you can continue going unless you want to stop by and see what you can do, because who knows? There could be some external bleeding. They don't know how to handle it, and you have your rescue pack. You can go ahead and stop any major bleeds. But if you want to, just move on. You don't have a duty to act. Oh, got in there a little quick. Probably didn't want to be like in the road and like, oh no, I need to pull off real quick. So good job with the braking, but really, really, really short total stopping distance. He got very lucky here, especially with the type of pavers that he's going to be braking on. Very lucky, very lucky. Slow it down before coming to a stop. Okay, so it's an intersection. Not a big deal. They merged. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We're going to move on. We don't have to get upset. Okay? Nothing happened to us.
The driver from the left side crossing several lanes at once completely ignored the rider but ultimately apologized.
Okay. So they're going to switch over because there's an open lane. Our lane that we are in was moving quicker. Didn't want to be behind the van. Good job positioning over for safety. He's apologizing. That's an interesting... Let's just move on. It's an interesting emoji for that. Here we go. Red light. See brake lights? Okay, green lights. Don't accelerate too hard. Hey, look at open lane pattern, but for a motorcyclist, right? People do it. It's not just car drivers. That guy just switched over because he wanted that open lane. Okay, we have a sharp right turn, caution sign. What's happening here? Maybe they're turning left. We don't know. Let's go ahead and slow it down. See what happens. Good position for safety.
What are you doing?
The next turn. It's the next turn. They didn't need to go to that one. So they decided to go to the next turn.
Over, man.
Yeah, riding in the middle. Yeah, or driving in the middle. All right, that guy might switch over. Watch out. Open lane. Okay, that was interesting. Nothing happened. There's the side of the vehicle. Slow it down. Slow it down. Position a little bit better. Don't maintain speed. You can modulate your speed. One of the cool things about riding a motorcycle is that it's very easy to accelerate. So if you slow it down, you can accelerate right back up. He flips you off. Okay. I don't really care about that. Don't care. Moving on. Cut me off and tried to hit me, and I was not very happy about that one. Okay. What happens here? So yeah, he cut you off. Kind of a jerk, but that's fine. That's fine. Just move over. Switch lanes. There you go. Be careful. If he's gonna do it once, he'll do it again. You don't want to be in a position where he does it again. Are people just like posting whatever they like? People post like that they're just angry about the situation. It's like maybe some stuff shouldn't be angry about. That was like nothing. I didn't see the accident, but it seems. Hey, this is Crow. He's in Tucson.
Wait.
So don't stand in front of the car. Same thing with position for safety. So this works for a lot of stuff. Position yourself off to the side because all they have to do is accelerate. Boom, you're hit. Very dangerous.
Are you fine?
Especially if they're disoriented.
Okay, perfect.
So they hit that, broke it. There's the damage.
Go ahead and...
So with an elderly person, it could be multiple things that could have caused it. It's not just a skill issue because they're old. It could be a diabetic emergency. It seems like he's kind of aware, so not a big deal. Could be just like an Alzheimer's episode or something like that. It could have just been passed out. Could be a heart issue. There's a lot of medical things that can cause a physical injury. especially with car accidents like this. But yeah, let's see what happens.
Go ahead and park your car.
Yeah, put it in park.
Car. Put it in the park. You cannot move your car, sir. It's completely damaged.
So disoriented, unaware. I've seen this many times. That's why you don't want to be in front.
I have to move my car.
Yeah, you should.
They said that you don't have to stay. They're gonna send an officer right now.
They said that we don't need to stay.
I asked her. I was like, "Do you need me to stay put? I'm gonna get my car hit."
Yeah, move your car.
Yeah, move your
Don't worry.
car.
Move your... Yeah, I have my bike over here. It's fine.
He's gonna run your bike over. Oh, so he jumped the median. Yeah, that happens. He jumped the median.
What happened?
So those are
Tires?
edema socks. So he's
The
got
tire.
compression socks going on.
Yeah.
So maybe has kidney heart issues, congestive heart failure.
Now you cannot move at all.
Okay. Well, he's walking. He's doing fine. Not a big deal. But once again, thank you guys for joining us today. Make sure you grab the digital drill booklet. There's a sale going on until Monday, the 3rd, June 3rd. And with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and don't end up like some of these people.